Welcome. You're watching Afternoon Digest with me, Vidusha Agarwal. Join us as we break down the day's top stories and bring you the latest developments from around the globe. In our first, in the lead up to the parliamentary elections in the Maldives, opposition parties are pressing for a comprehensive investigation and potential impeachment of President Mohamed Muizzu following the surfacing of a leaked report alleging corruption dating back to 2018. President Muizzu has vehemently denied these allegations. As the parliamentary polls loom for Sunday, the political atmosphere in the Maldives is charged with allegations and counter-allegations between the main opposition party and the Maldivian Democratic Party, also called MDP, and President Muizzu People's National Congress. The controversy began on Monday when an anonymous individual using the pseudonym Hassan Kurusi shared leaked intelligence reports on social media. These reports said to be from the Financial Intelligence Unit, also called FIU, of the Maldives Monetary Authority, and the Maldives Police Service purportedly implicated President Muizzu in corruption activities. The allegations have sparked a political firestorm, eliciting various reactions on social media platforms. Indonesian authorities sounded a tsunami alert on Wednesday following eruptions at Ruang Mountain, which spewed ash thousands of feet high. Over 11,000 people were evacuated from the areas as a precautionary measure. The volcano, situated on the northern side of Sulawesi Island, underwent at least 5 significant eruptions within 24 hours, as reported by Indonesia's Center for Volcanology and Geological Disaster Mitigation. Consequently, authorities elevated the volcano alert to its highest level. Around 800 residents had already evacuated the area earlier on Wednesday. Let us tell you that Indonesia, home to 120 active volcanoes, is susceptible to volcanic activity due to its location along the Ring of Fire, a horseshoe-shaped belt of seismic fault lines encircling the Pacific Ocean. Concerns persist that a portion of the volcano could collapse into the sea, triggering a tsunami similar to the one caused by an eruption in 1871. Google has terminated 28 employees who participated in pro-Palestine protests against Project Nimbus, a $1.2 billion joint venture with Amazon.com Inc. to supply the Israeli government with AI and cloud services. Now, these employees were involved in a sit-in protest at Google's offices in New York and Sunnyvale, California. According to a report by the New York Post, pro-Palestinian employees wearing traditional Arab handscarves were occupied in the office of a top executive in California on Tuesday, April 16. Subsequently, they were terminated after an internal investigation on Wednesday, April 17. The news of the firings was shared in a company-wide memo by Google's Vice President of Global Security, Chris Bradshaw. The protesters are demanding that Google pull out of the $1.2 billion Project Nimbus contract, under which Google Cloud and Amazon Web Services provide cloud computing and artificial intelligence services for the Israeli government and military.
खानदानी लुटेरों की कोशिश होगी बेकार, फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार।
The ministry offices in Luton's Delhi, Hotel Janapath, as well as airport terminals. Granite Studio India, with its prestigious brands, rich experience, and the trust of our clients, can be your reliable partner. We are here for you, for innovating, processing, supplying, and executing in stone. Contact us today for our special sample kit.
An investigation by Public Eye and IBFAN revealed that Nestle, the world's largest infant food company, adds sugar to infant milk in low and middle income countries but not in its European and UK markets. Samples of Nestle's infant food items from Asia, Africa and Latin America were tested, showing that Cerelac baby cereals in India contain approximately 3 grams of added sugar per serving. According to a Public Eye investigation report titled "Sugar for Nestle, Not All Babies Are Equal," published on 17th April, Nestle Cerelac wheat-based cereals for 6-month-old babies in Germany, France and the UK contain no added sugar. However, the same product has over 5 grams per serving in Ethiopia and 6 grams in Thailand. The investigation found that Nestle's products in the Philippines contained the highest amount of added sugar, with 7.3 grams per serving. Interestingly, these same products were sold without added sugar in Switzerland and other European countries. Meanwhile, a Nestle India spokesperson stated that the company complied